Good morning, class. Thanks for joining me for Jesus Time today. It is Monday, which means that we have a new Bible passage and a new Bible lesson for the day, or for the week actually. And our Bible passage is from Matthew chapter 28, verse 20, where Jesus said, "I am with you always. You're never alone." What a great thing to know that Jesus is always with us. And I have 3 signs for us to do to help us remember this Bible passage. We know the sign for Jesus. We point to our hands with our middle fingers. Jesus, and he says, "I am with you always." So always, you put your pointer finger up and you give it a spin. Always. Always. So Jesus said, "I am with you always. You're never alone." So for never, you just cross and then just kind of wiggle it down. Never. Jesus said, "I am with you always. You're never alone." What a great thing to know. And we're going to see how important it was for a man named Elijah to know that in our lesson today. We're on the page 22 in our book, The Helpful Ravens. And Elijah was a prophet. He was one of the men whose job was to help share God's word and to help share God's message with the people. And sometimes that got him in trouble because the king of Israel right now, he wasn't such a good guy. And he didn't like to hear Elijah's messages. So in this lesson here, Elijah has to go away for a little while to stay safe. And that's the part that we'll be reading about today. So the helpful ravens. Elijah had made himself very unpopular with wicked King Ahab. He had given the king a special message from God. If Ahab did not stop worshiping statues made of wood and stone, those are called idols, then God would not send rain to the earth. Ahab was so angry about this message that Elijah feared for his life and ran away. No rain fell on the earth. Weeks passed and the earth became dry and cracked. The rivers dried up, but faithful Elijah knew that God would look after him. God told Elijah where to hide from the angry king. "Drink from the water of this stream," said God, "and I will send ravens with food for you." God kept his promise. When Elijah was thirsty, he drank the clear water from the stream. When he was hungry, he waited for the ravens to come. There would be a flapping of black wings, and the large black birds appeared. Every morning and evening, they brought meat and bread to Elijah. God gave him everything he needed. The ravens kept coming until God said it was time for Elijah to move on. What a special lesson this week that we have, to think that God can even use birds to bring us food if he wanted to. That gives us comfort and gives us hope that no matter what, we are God's children and he will take care of us, even through special ways like having ravens help out. Thank you for joining me for Jesus Time today. I'm excited for this week, spending time in our lesson together. I will see you tomorrow.